there is, of course, a relationship between our physical body and our non-physical mind, but the mind is not produced by the body. Okay? Therefore, when our body dies, our mind does not cease. As we'll understand hopefully much more clearly in tonight's class, our superficial, gross awareness does cease, but it does so by dissolving into much more subtle levels of consciousness. So when our body dies, our mind does not cease, okay? Because it's not produced from the body. Okay? It simply leaves this body and goes to the next life. A little bit like a bird leaving one nest and flying to another. So Buddha gave a definition for the mind. Is very few words, but so much meaning. And he said, the mind is that which is clarity and cognizes. Okay? That which is clarity and cognizes. So here, clarity is not the normal dictionary definition. Okay, it's a very Buddhist definition, but there's some connection. So that which is clarity and cognizes. The mind is a formless continuum, completely lacking shape and color. So you can't see it, hear it, touch it, taste it, smell it, because it's not physical. Our sense awarenesses perceive the physical world. Okay? So the way to know the mind is to use the mind itself. Okay? So although it lacks any physical characteristic whatsoever, it has so much power. Normally when we think of powerful things, we think of like big physical objects. You know, like, I don't know, like a tank or the sun, right? We think of something big and physical. But in reality, the mind, a great Buddhist master Shantideva said, there's no more powerful one than the mind. And the mind has the power to perceive, to understand, to remember, to create. You know, mind has so much power. Okay, it possesses the power to perceive, understand, remember, and so forth. Okay, so this is the nature and function of the mind. So the actual nature of consciousness is that it is a formless continuum that has the power to perceive objects. Okay? Only mind has the power to perceive objects and understand. We say things like, I see such and such, but we see things only because through using our mind. We perceive things through using our mind. We say, oh, I remember this. But we only remember things through using our mind. If our mind doesn't remember, we don't remember. If we say, I understand this, but we only understand things because our mind understands. These are uncommon functions, powers of the mind. Perceiving, understanding, remembering, and so forth. So it's through understanding that the mind is a formless continuum that we can start to understand the existence of past and future lives. Because although the mind and body share a relationship for the duration of this life, because the mind is not produced from the body, nor is it a part of the body, when the body dies, the mind does not cease. It simply leaves this body and goes to our next life, like a bird leaving one nest and flying to another.